And I have Blake Chandler with me on the line from Yellow Brick Road, talking about mortgages and what else you can help save money, not just the interest rate, but lots more. So I have Blake. Where are we, Blake? Can you hear me, Blake? Hello.
Yes, I can hear you, Jenny. How are you?
Fantastic. I'll just pop that up a little bit higher so everyone has the same level.
Fantastic.
And how are you this morning, Blake?
I love the sunshine, so I'm really good.
You're really good. Okay, here we go. Hold on a second. That rotten phone again. I can't believe it. I can hear everything being distorted. Can you hear me? Am I distorted?
I can hear you perfectly.
Oh, okay. It's just the studio then. That's okay. So, my friend, we're talking about mortgages today and more than just interest rates. So, what should clients do or be looking for other than just interest rates in their home loan? Blake?
Yeah, good question, Jenny. And it's something that, if I was to talk about finances, this is probably my most passionate area. As you can imagine, I get phone calls every day going, Blake, what's the best interest rate out there? What's the best fixed rate? What's the best variable rate? And I've got no problem giving away that information and helping my clients. But if I stop there, then I'm missing out on really adding value, because an interest rate is just one part of a mortgage, and it's important to get a really good interest rate, but there's a lot more to a mortgage than just interest rates. Now, their rates can save you a lot of money, and we need to keep our banks accountable, but we need to also look at a couple other things. And my most important thing is you need to have a strategy with your mortgage. So many people forget to put a strategy on their mortgage. Now, that might be debt reduction, so paying off your home loan as quickly as possible. It might be tax optimization, so it might be an investment loan or a future investment loan. So how do we make sure that loan's structured to give you the best tax breaks now and in the future? It might be debt recycling. Now, we're talking about some pretty high-level strategy there with debt recycling, but it's a really good strategy for people who want to grow their wealth, okay, and invest more. So it's really important to have a strategy. And I meet clients that have not had a strategy with their home loan. And if you don't set it up from the beginning correctly, unfortunately you can't change it in the future. So setting up a mortgage to have the best wealth strategy that aligns with your goals is really important. Secondly, Jenny, I'd say service and speed. There's no use a bank flashing around a really, really low rate and then not getting back to you in 2-3 months with an approval. If you want to purchase a property, you need a bank that's going to act fast and have your approval ready in time for you to buy it. And if you have any problems, you've got someone you can pick up on the other end of the phone. That's really important. And lots of these online banks these days, while great at rate, really miss out on that service and being able to look after the client's needs.
So they really can't answer all the questions that that you might have. But I mean, Blake, also tell me, how often should people review their mortgage anyway?
Yeah. Good question. I would say every 2 to 3 years, Jenny. We've got to keep these banks accountable. And yes, we are talking about rate as well. I mean, there are always more and more competitive rates out there from when you set up the loan. You could save, clients can save 1% on their rate if they haven't reviewed it in a good 3 years. And that could be tens of thousands of dollars in savings. So you need to review your home loan in line with your strategy. As I said before, there's no use just chasing interest rates. Every time you set up a new home loan, you need to make sure that you review your interest rate and your strategy. And strategies change as well. People's goals change, their life changes. So what you might have set up a couple of years ago, you might have a different way of doing it these days. So it's good to sit down with an expert and find out what suits you.
Fantastic, Blake. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Just that the mortgage process is a lot more complex, Jenny, than what I believe people actually think. You know, time frames of assessment, changing banks' policies, personal situations. All of this impacts on how quickly a bank responds and actually getting the approval that everyone needs. Getting a home loan approved is about making sure you go to someone who knows which bank to go to and how to structure your loan. It's really important to do it with an expert who helps you understand your situation, the process, and the time frames required, as well as give you good advice on how to get the most out of your mortgage.
And also with mortgages, I mean, with us at home, we don't have just a straight mortgage. Ours is called a line of credit. It's sort of an equity manager style thing, and we absolutely love it, So we've got our home loan practically right down over the last 20 years, and we need to do a renovation which will cost us $130,000. So basically, we've got that within our line of credit, which is just fantastic. So you offer that sort of service also correct?
Exactly, Jenny. So I'm sure you would say interest rate is still important to you, but also the features that came with that loan. So whether it's a line of credit, an offset account, the flexibility, a fixed rate, you need to make sure that you're getting a great interest rate, but you're also getting advice to make sure the loan meets all your needs.
And look, we're just so lucky that we were put down that path over 20 years ago, because it's to our benefit, and I mean, if we need more money, we don't have to go through the whole application process again. You see, it's just there. It's just there waiting for us. It's just wonderful.
Yep.
So,
and I guess, Jenny, that's another really important point, is when that loan was set up, it wasn't just looking at today's needs, like just today's interest rate. It's going, well, what does that client, or what do you need from that loan in the next 5, 10 years? And let's structure it looking at now and the future.
Yes, yeah, definitely. So, no, it's all interesting, So what do you think we'll be talking about next week, my friend?
Next week, Jenny, I've got a good one. I'm actually going to talk about financial books that I've read.
Oh,
I'm going to just talk about the top 3 finance books that I've read that's really impacted how I look at money today.
And I mean, you're only, a young person, really, Blake. I mean, you're in a field that you know so much about, so obviously it'll be very interesting talking next week.
Yes, it's a personal topic, just three books, and what I've got out of those books, a couple of tips from them, that's really impacted how I think of money.
Thank you so much, Blake.
Thanks, Jenny.
And you can phone Blake Chandler on 1300 782 995, or speak to any of the team within Yellow Brick Road. I'm sure you will get your questions answered, so give them a call. It's just a phone call away, everyone. Blake, thank you so much for your time this morning.
No worries, Jenny. I look forward to next week.
Most definitely. You enjoy your day.
How can I pay my home loan off faster?
What's the best way for me to save for my retirement?
How do I know if my insurance is enough to cover me?
Hi, I'm Mark Boris from Yellow Brick Road. Whether it's getting into the right home loan, sorting out your super, or building a financial plan for the future, Yellow Brick Road has experts in your community to get you the right answers. Whatever your question is, we're here to help you.
Talk to Yellow Brick Road today. Visit ybr.com.au/plan. Fees and charges may apply. ACL 393195, AFSL 383825.
99.3 sponsor.